just opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else,
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Scott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. First carry now for Alexander Madison. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Scott, quick play. 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Scott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Madison fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 12 carries, 69 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Downfield. Awesome.
Decline the penalty.
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Scott. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man here is Benson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, yeah.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Arnold Ebiketie in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
But it's not the first time we've seen him get run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. The Falcons had 8-1 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. Touchdown Falcons! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. L.A. readies for its next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Scott now, off play action. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Scott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, and he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
There's a 2nd and 3. The Chargers 45-yard line.
2nd and 3. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. And he is going to have the Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks. So this
touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Walker. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll
They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot him there to drop the QB. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Scott. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
All right, partner, juice is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a... First half for him, that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take... already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They felt they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. A chance of wasting this great starting
field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Scott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Crew, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Scott on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 39.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Holding, defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Washington now brings this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the
two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Here's Scott throwing on 3rd and long. This goes out wide from Madison. Another nice move. And he's out right at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it will still lead to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw is Scott. Throwing on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Definitely find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll try to run with Madison. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 62 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7-yard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Scott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Atlanta. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Scott to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Operating from the gun. Scott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Okay, ready. 2nd and 4.
Now we give to Madison, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Scott. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Rondale Moore
from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Chargers 34.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a Charger TD.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Looking to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Coon, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Chargers now down by 12. A little over a minute to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Scott now throwing to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Well, let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is getting close to a moving situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do...
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm